What's up, guys? So that's it. The 20-day push is over, and Dark Horse Marketing is alive tomorrow. Yeah, lots to reflect on with this push, lots of lessons learned, lots of progress made in business and mindsets and understanding and yeah. I guess I started this push to quiet the noise and eliminate distractions and just see how far I could take it in 20 days. And when I started this push, I had no idea when I would be getting paid. I had no clients. I didn't know when I would start. I knew my dad would be open to me working for him at some point, but I didn't know when that would be. And quickly after starting the 20-day push, my dad reached out to me and said that he wanted me to start as soon as possible. And I said, let's do it November 1, which was just wasn't foreseeable a month ago. It's just crazy how far I've taken this business and however long I've been doing this, a little over a month, maybe close to 40 days at this point. Yeah, so I took some screenshots at the beginning of the 20-day push of where I was at so I could remember, because honestly I have no idea where I started this. Mentally, I don't know where I was. I don't remember. It all blurs together when you're working all day, every day. There's no real distinction. No real key events to use as anchors for memories. It's all one giant blur. But here we go. I got a little folder here called Beginning of Push. Let's see what's in there. 2 screenshots. Here we go. This is where I was at. Agency task prioritization. So this is the document I use in order to kind of visualize everything that I could be doing with my agency, all the potential projects I could be working on. And then from there I can prioritize and really hone down on what I should be doing at the time. So as you can see here, this right here was Agency Navigator. That's the course I took. Right here, Agency Navigator course, sorry. So at the time, I was on phase 3 videos. I'd completed that, and I was watching phase 4 videos at the time. Wow. Now I remember first day I started the push, I completed my Facebook profile funnel. So my personal Facebook account, set it all up for my business. But yeah, that's crazy. I was barely starting the course, just beginning the course, really. I had to do, or other things to do. I had set up bank accounts and credit cards, profile pic and banner and calligraphy and name, register trademark, set up Facebook business and ad accounts, start outreach, Photoshop for socials, or photo shoot, sorry. Set up website, create an onboarding sequence, optimize sleep. None of these things, besides the green, were done at the time. And then the second screenshot I have was clean, organize, and streamline computer, read and book list, study this design principles of feng shui and minimalism, look into fasting protocol, abundant environment exploration, clean up socials, set up LinkedIn profile. So none of those things were done. And then the things I had done at the point in the beginning of the push were register the Dark Horse Marketing LLC, order a logo design. So that's where I was when I started. Now remember, day one, I did complete the profile funnel. But yeah, that prioritization list looks micro right now. Let's just pull out my modern list, my current agency task prioritization list, what it became. So that was a page and a half. Now we've got, man, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 pages now. So this is where we're looking at now. All the things in green I completed during the push pretty much, because as you saw, there were hardly any things. In green at the time. I completed the entire Agency Navigator course videos. And as you can just see, I found out so many more things I could be doing for my agency. But here we go. Yeah, those were the 2 things I had done. Profile picture or funnel I finished October 12th. Yeah, those things I've completely done. The rest of things that aren't down there, I'm still working on. But yeah, I went from somebody that had no idea what he was doing to now I have a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. I'm getting paid to do it tomorrow. So huge progress on the business front. But personally, the personal front, there's a lot I learned as well. And yeah, I will be the first to say that it wasn't perfect by any means. There were many moments or many times where I didn't adhere perfectly to what I set out to. And I'm okay with that. I think very recently I've begun to embrace the belief that I can trust myself, and I do trust myself, and I trust my decisions, and I know that I'm doing my best at any given moment. So anytime I fail, it's not my fault. It's not, that I'm not trying hard enough. It's a bad system, and I can improve the system. And through that failure, it gives me information and motivation to correct that system. So that's what I've been doing. And there was a lot of times I failed in this push. But yeah. Where do I go forward from here? I think I'm going to continue doing something very similar to what I was doing for this 20-day push on a daily basis without a deadline or without like a, timeline, 20-day push. No, just like day in, day out. What I take away from this is how much noise, you become very aware of all the noise and distractions all around you and how they interact with your experience and your motivations and your feelings and emotions. So yeah, I really am going to keep the distractions to a minimal, keep the noise to a minimal, or minimum. Yeah, I think a big one was not checking my YouTube, because that can be very addicting and time consuming to constantly be like checking, oh, how's this video doing? How are these videos doing? Any new subscribers, any comments? It can be very addicting, especially if you're someone that doesn't use social media much. So this is like very stimulating to see numbers and things like that. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to continue just jumping on YouTube hitting create, uploading for the day, and calling it good, and not obsessing over numbers or growth or anything like that on that front. But yeah, I experimented with these last 3 days off, and I wanted to allow myself to do pretty much whatever I wanted, even if it wasn't necessarily active recovery or things that are quote unquote productive. I kind of just wanted to let myself do whatever I want during these days, just to get some freshness and novelty into my life and kind of get a breath above the water before going back in. And I'm really happy I did so. But yeah, a lot of the time I didn't do much these past days, but I'm okay with that. That motivates me to get back to work. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the 6 days on, 1 day off, and that 1 day off will be an active recovery day. And then take the last 3 days of the month off, typically, and just do whatever I want, not be super rigid about those last 3 days, kind of just whatever I'm feeling. But I did notice that I think I noticed the level or the value of a certain habit on my productivity, and that habit is planning my night out the day before, or planning my day out the night before, sorry. And I didn't do that for the last 3 days because, like I was saying, I kind of just wanted to do whatever I want. And yeah, kind of just like, if I want to do it, I will. If I don't, I don't, just to mix up my days, because I've been planning out my day the night before every day since I've basically gotten here and started working on this business. But yeah, since I haven't, it's just my productivity levels are so much lower not having a plan for the day the night before. Or just having a plan for the day in general, but it really is beneficial to do it the night before. But just having a plan in general, knowing what you're going to be doing at what times, that's, I think, a key to productivity. That, like, all those things in your head that you might have to do, like you should be doing, like you need to get done, those things accumulate and become very big and daunting in your mind when they're not just clearly written out, and you know what you're doing, and you've prioritized prior to, and you already know you're doing productive work. That list just grows, and the feeling of that list becomes more complex and daunting and leads to procrastination. So when I planned the day out the night before, I very rarely struggle with procrastination. Really not at all. But these last 3 days when I didn't have a plan for the day, yeah, there's things I wanted to do that I just ended up not getting to because of procrastination. So yeah, that's really highlighted the value of how important planning your day out the night before is. But yeah, I guess I'm not sure if there's really much else to say. Stayed up really late last night, like 5 a.m. I did stay sober. Not even that intentionally. Kind of just happened anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be really rigid about not drinking or smoking or anything. But I'm happy. Feels good that I didn't last night. But yeah, slept in till 11 a.m. this morning when I usually get up at 6:50. So that was a big sleep in. I was pretty just kind of zombie today. Did some Nordic cycles, not on timers this time. Went into the sauna until I had a pretty good sweat going on. Then I would go rinse off and jump in the cold plunge for 2.5 minutes. Sit outside for a little bit, a few minutes, meditate a little bit, just kind of warm up naturally, and then hop back in the sauna till I started sweating significantly, and then repeat. Yeah, 3 cycles total, 3 sauna sessions, 3 cold plunges. That felt really good. It took a really long time though. I'm not sure the sauna wasn't that hot today, so a couple hours there. And then yeah, I kind of just like didn't really do anything, watched YouTube, kind of just like ate some fruit, snacks, and just chilled out. And yeah, it's kind of nice sometimes. But I'm really ready to get back to work, and I'm excited to get back to work. So yeah, lots learned, lots of progress made. And let's just keep taking another step forward every day and see where I can take this agency. So that's it for today. Yeah, as far as YouTube goes, I don't know. Maybe I'll continue uploading daily, recording just at night, recapping my day, what I was thinking, thoughts for the future, plans, anything that happened. Yeah, why not? But I'm not going to hold myself to it. But we'll see. I finished out the 20-day push. Ups and downs through it. Ups and downs will come. But I'm just trying to do my best to stay the course and plow away at this. And yeah. So signing off from the 20-day push for the last time. Maybe see you guys tomorrow.